So, and with Ed at the end of only our second away win of the season, Ed, but a really satisfying one to get over the line today. Well done to all the concerned.
Yeah, second away win in the league this season.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Won a few away in the cup. Yeah. Let's be real. We've been honking away from home this season, and that's entirely my fault. Like, it's been a problem, obviously, all season, and we've been a little bit too slow to find a solution away from just changing the players. So we tried something a little bit different today, where we had a blank week last weekend. We've used the last 2 training weeks to try something a little bit different to apply today. Wasn't perfect, far from, but the amount of information the players have retained over the last couple of weeks and then been able to apply against an active opposition today was really, really pleasing. And then you factor in things like the fact that the 11 on the pitch by the end of the game, it was almost a case of like, right, you can just go and play anywhere, and just trying to fill holes with square pegs. It was you factor that in, and it becomes a really, really pleasing performance.
Yeah, it's getting the job done, isn't it? And
Yeah.
you spoke about personnel, and there were changes today. Were you happy with the players that came in today?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, where like I said, we've tried to do something a little bit different over the last couple of weeks. Taking in attendance over the last couple of weeks of training has been factored into it. The players were more likely to have been able to retain a lot of information, but then also the last couple of performances have been way below acceptable levels for us, and within that means you have to make changes. And some of the guys who come in today really took their opportunity. Dover's played today, started a game today for the first time in a couple of years, and she was excellent in centre midfield today. She's really good, so disciplined, got loads of regains for us. Molly coming in, obviously she had a couple of appearances for the first team towards the back end of last season and has mainly been with the Devs this year, but she's come in and done unbelievable. So they got a goal and an assist that have ended up winning us the game. So yeah, really pleased all round with everyone who come in. Everyone's managed to play their part.
You told me off recently for saying, after we've secured our position in the league, that the games were dead rubbers. No such thing as a dead rubber. So how are we going to go into the Worthing match now and finish on a high at home?
Same way that we approach every single game. Like I said, I told you off last time, because we're ambitious and we don't just want to be a club that settles with staying in the division and avoiding relegation. Yeah, we've won a cup, but there's still 6 points to play for over the last couple of games. And we want to try and finish as high up the league as possible. Points on the board and a higher league position means that it's easier to attract players. Yeah. And just from personal pride, you don't want the season to end with a whimper. So it'll be a case of preparing for Worthing in exactly the same way that we prepare for every other game. We'll do a bit of research. We'll make sure that we prep our principals as effectively and efficiently as possible. And then finish the season up at York Road, which is a place which is great for us.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there with pride in the performance and result today. Well done, everyone, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
100%.
So we're with Molly and with Alex Dover at the end of the Magpies' second away win of the season. 2 players who've come into the starting lineup today. Very different circumstances for the two of you. We'll start with Dover because she's got the microphone there. Welcome back to the starting 11, Dover.
Thank you.
You did great today.
Thank you. Been a while.
How did you feel your game went?
I think it was all right. I think I've done all right considering it's my first start in 4 or 5 years. A few mistakes here and there, but I think I've done all right overall.
I think you're being very modest. I think you played more than your part in the game today. It was good to have, don't go for me on this one, a bit of composure and calmness. I'm not going to use the word experience in that way.
Yeah,
but
you
did great today, and it's really good to have you back.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you another question about these young players you're playing with now. It's been a few years since you've started, as you said.
Yeah.
There's a real promising young players sat next to you here. How do you assess the shape, or the state rather, of Maidenhead United women at the moment?
I think we're in a fantastic position. Considering when I last was in the fold pretty much due to injury, to now, the amount of talent we've got within, not only in the first team squad, but the devs as well.
Yeah.
I think it's tenfold. Like, you've got players like the likes of Molly coming in, starting for, I think it was your first game starting today, gets an assist and a goal. Yeah. Might be in a cross, but
we'll find out more on that in a minute.
But didn't look out of depth at all, and I think you can say that for pretty much every single player that's come in.
That's great, and that pushes the likes of you who've been about a bit longer as well, doesn't it?
Exactly.
To keep up with them. Hand over to Molly. Let's hear about impact today. So talk me through the first goal. It was a ball over the top from Emily, wasn't it? And you were direct, got to the byline and pulled back the perfect ball. You must have been satisfied with that.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I think the ball from Emily was really good, and all I needed to do was, get the ball in the box, and then, she did the job.
Yeah, and you almost assisted another one, didn't you, in the second half?
No,
I think it was against the post from Izzy.
Yeah.
Tell us about your goal then. We've had a bit of stick already. Left foot into the roof of the net. That's all that matters, isn't it?
Yeah, I got in the goal, that's what matters. But yeah, it might have been a cross, it might have been a shot, I don't know.
Who cares? You put it in a good area. The goalkeeper couldn't get anywhere near it. So well done, you. That is one start in the Women's National League and one goal straight away. So we can expect that every week now, can we?
I'll try my best.
You've scored a few this year, haven't you, for the development team?
Yeah, a couple, yeah.
Yeah, and a hat-trick in the cup final recently. And again, let's switch that question round. When you're playing, making your debut, you've got some experienced players, the captain Sarah, several years at the club, Dover as well. Those players must really help you
Yeah,
when
definitely.
you
I
come
think
in.
that whenever any of us devs come up, we always feel really welcome, and I feel like we get help from everyone, even the non-experienced players who experience, we always get help, so it's good.
Good to know. Well played, both of you today. Let's look forward to the last game in 2 weeks' time.
Thank you.
Well done.
Cheers.